Yeah.
Welcome in, here to BBN Unfiltered, where Kentucky fans tell it like it is. This is the Kentucky Texas A&M official postgame show. We are YouTube Live, and we wanted to do this, Coach, because once again, we took that big step forward
Huge
against
step.
Vanderbilt,
Yep.
and then we watched the game tonight, played some Bucky Ball, and Bucky Ball, ladies and gentlemen, got the ever-living best of us.
Yes.
And we were skeptical going into it. And I said, hey, man, I haven't seen them apply pressure like what we had been talking about. But you know what that is, Coach? And real quick, and we are joined in here with Coach Kyle, as usual, Kentucky, Texas A&M postgame show. You know what Bucky Ball is, Coach?
AU basketball.
It is, I'm going to prey on the weak. I am going to prey on the teams that cannot handle pressure, that do not know how to pass out of traps. And, hey, I want to make your secondary ball handler and or big execute and create plays for the rest of the team.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, is that not what we saw?
That's exactly what we saw. And I think they almost had the mentality, we're going to give Oweh his and we're going to shut down everybody else. And they took Chandler out of the game. And before I say that, Mark Pope took Chandler out of the game. Mark Pope subbed in such a way that was terrible. It was not. His substitution pattern is what cost him that game tonight. So if he's not, willing to do what he needs to do to get this team, that's on him and the coaching staff. They weren't prepared. They weren't ready for a press. We made Griffin look like an all SEC first team player. We weren't getting out and guarding on the perimeter. I mean, even Jimmy Dykes was calling out plays. Jimmy Dykes was said if he goes through the corner, he's coming back for a screen. And every time, flare screen, zoom action, boom, three. It was insane.
Jimmy Dykes had a freaking field day with his zoom action, flare screen. He was just he was an offensive heaven, calling out those screens and actions by Texas A&M because
but he was
Kentucky didn't see it coming. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna give her. Go ahead.
How can an announcer who studies the game a little bit be able to call out things that he saw while getting prepared for his show? How does he know and we don't? Or is it just laziness? Because how's he know and we don't?
I don't understand. Let me, real quick, I'm going to give my 1 minute to 90-second rant of what I thought was the make or break segment of this game. Okay. So guys, we come out looking a little bit flat, honestly, but we found our stride. We stuck with our rotation. We saw the pressure, we threw out of it. Malachi made a couple plays out of it. We found Chandler pulled up in transition, knocked it down. It was all looking great. And smiles were across our faces like, okay, man, we got this in the bag, right? Right? And then, Coach, what happened? What happened at between the 8 and 9 minute mark, where for whatever reason, and again, we have questioned this strategy all year.
Yeah.
Why are we taking out 90% of our offense? And not only offensive scoring, but our play creating simultaneously.
At the exact same time, he's taking our top scorer, our top point guard, and our top shooter all out of the game at the same time.
I looked up on the court during that run, towards the end of the run, and I see Oweh on the bench, Denzel Aberdeen on the bench, and Malachi Moreno on the bench.
Yep. Our three that we have to have in the game, that we have to have playing. I mean, that's when the run started. That's when they went
That's
on that
exactly when it started.
first, what was it, a 12-0 run? They got it down and tied the
It
game
was
while those cats were in the
14-0.
yeah, while those cats were in the game. I mean, it was
14-0.
insane.
It was 30-18 at the
Right,
8:05 mark.
right.
We sub, we do the stupid rotation that Pope just feels like he has to do. And we leave in a lineup, so we know who was out, you guys. We leave in a lineup of Chandler at point, which is already putting him on an island. Jasper at the 2, which he just now experimented with Jasper at the 2 for the first time in the last game against Vanderbilt.
Right,
Trent Noah at the 3,
right.
Yelovich at 4, and BG at the
At the
5.
5. That was
That
the
was the
5 we had
lineup,
on. Yes.
ladies and gentlemen, that we thought we were going to maintain our lead with a straight face, with a dead serious strategy on our sideline. That was our lineup.
It was. And let me ask you this, why did it take so long to get rid of that lineup? You're up 30-18, he makes this huge substitution, a big substitution. They go on a run it, and he's still got that same group in. They go on a 6-0, 7-0 run, you're calling timeout and you're getting your dogs back in the game. You're
Yeah.
not taking a chance because that's how important this game was. You don't take
The
chances like that. Not in these games.
And all it took was that 5-minute segment. And we know how quickly, coach, that we can win it. We won that game against Vanderbilt. It was a 6 to 7-minute segment that we
Yeah.
just blew them out of the water. Well, vice
6,
versa.
7.
Again, what
6, 7.
vice versa.
Sorry.
Same exact thing. And it's different because we were up 12 points, right? So it was like, okay, well, Pope just he felt comfortable, and the subbing had to begin. And no, I agree that he should have been yanking guys within the first and second turnover, within the
Absolutely.
first and second brick shot. Let me touch on one thing, and I personally have been advocating for Andrei Yelovich to play some more minutes. And coach, tonight wasn't the night to give
No,
him
and it
some
could
more
have been.
minutes.
But
It could have been, but the pace was too fast. You
yeah,
could just tell his brain was moving a million miles an hour. He shot the shots that he was open, but he wasn't ready to shoot.
I
And
agree.
it just defensively he got
He got
exposed.
torched. He did. By a smaller
Absolutely
guy that was
exposed.
the smaller guys that were shooters, they just went by him or they came out and he couldn't get out to them to get a hand in their face and they were just knocking down threes. Listen, he's still a project, but he's going to be good. That just wasn't his
I
game. I
I
really
believe that he
thought,
can be good. Go
here's
ahead.
what I really thought with this game, Austin. I thought we're going to see our 8-man rotation. We're going to have a good rotation tonight. We're going to, we've got to win this game. This is a make or break game this time of the season, especially in the SEC standings. I mean, Wednesday, here we come. No, I mean, come on. So here's my question right now. We lose Friday or we lose Saturday. And I'm saying if we lose first game of the NCAA tournament or SEC tournament, are we in the tournament? 19.
You're saying if we lose Saturday and we lose first round of SEC.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we're in. I think we have enough quad 1 wins to get in, but we probably drop to a
God, 11. We might be a playing game like UCLA was.
I mean, we'll drop a couple seed lines for sure.
Yeah. It's
For sure.
dude, I'm nervous because there's going to be some schools that pop up and take how it happens. These mid majors take seeds away from other schools or bids away from other schools. And if you're at the bottom and dude, I'm scared. I'm nervous.
and it's right, and it's not like we earned a better seed line. We've had our opportunities. We've said it time and time again. And let me make one thing absolutely clear for you guys that are listening. I do not believe that this is on the players.
I don't either.
I don't believe it is. We have witnessed yet another coaching malpractice of the failure of preparing your players for what is to
Absolutely.
come on the road
They
against a
were
team
not
that had the
prepared.
reputation to show a hard press, a quick half-court trap in the corners. Where did we throw the ball? Straight to the corner,
And Jimmy
right?
Dykes even called
We
that out. He
knew
even said,
exactly what did I say in the preview show yesterday, Coach? We have got to keep Rayshon Agee off the
yeah.
offensive boards. He
You know,
dominated
Austin,
our guys.
something that you talk about all the time, and it was so evident tonight, was we don't get Colin Chandler enough shots. Mark Pope's offense does not get shooters enough shots. They're just not, unless he's 35 feet away, he's not getting an open shot. And we're not doing anything for him. What are we
No,
doing for him to get him
we're
shots?
not.
He's our best
We're
shooter,
not.
and we're not doing anything to get him shots. You know,
It's quite evident that the Pope offense does rely on the play creation of the
a
point
big,
guard initially, but also the big to make those passes.
the big,
And
yep.
listen, guys, Malachi had a tough night tonight, but he was put in a tough position. Number one, he threw two beautiful lobs to Yelovich that all
Yeah,
Yelovich had to do was just jump up, catch it,
put it
and throw
in.
it down into the rim.
Yep. Missed both of them.
Listen,
Listen, bud.
Malachi did what he could. I truly think Texas A&M, their style of play, their goal is to make, hey, we're going to take away your number one play creator and make everybody else try to create and see what
Yeah.
happens.
And
And
nobody else
our
can.
our strategy is that's going to create lots of turnovers, which on the other end helps us. We are going to bust you in points off of turnovers. That
Yeah.
that stat alone might be the winning factor of the game. Let's pull that up real quick. Points off turnovers, you guys. Let me pull it up real quick because I just gotta know. 18-10. Okay, so I think that we closed that gap a little bit towards the end of the
At
game.
the end.
But
Yep.
at one point, I know that it was like 16-4.
Yeah, it was bad.
I mean, it was abysmal, and
It was.
which was evident of the run that they made. 27-3 going into
Yes.
halftime.
27-3 going into halftime.
20.
The 27-3 run is pretty much on your coach. I'm not 27-3 run. That's on you. You got to find something to get that run stopped. I mean, Texas A&M wasn't an elite offensive team that we couldn't have done something to get the run stop and start scoring. I mean, we
Yep.
had our opportunities. We had so many shots within the lane. But here's what I saw in the second half, Austin. I saw Colin Chandler catch the ball and pump fake instead of go straight up and shoot. That's what I saw.
Yeah.
And that's when he's given them that half second to get to him, and now he's not open instead of just catching and shooting. And thank you, God, for watching Trent or for Noah finally just catching and shooting. And when he did, he hit it, which was amazing. And then what happens? Noah hits a couple, threes, gets 3 free throws, and our coach takes him out. Our coach took him out. I think our coach broke his ankle.
I feel like we have the same conversation after every loss, kind of over and over again, and it's just like it all starts with, "Gosh, I thought this was over, right? I thought the unpreparedness, was partially, at least mostly over. It's a continuing trend. It just is. And again, we've alluded to this in the past that the Mark Pope style is, hey, we're gonna go beat somebody. It's gonna look very impressive." And then we'll turn around 4 or 5 days later and get our butts whipped in a way that just looks like we forgot how to catch and shoot a basketball and dribble and
It
pass it
just,
all at the same time.
Austin, we had all the momentum going in our favor. We had hit some threes, we were up, and then all of a sudden he makes that substitution and he doesn't get them out fast enough. And when he doesn't get them out fast enough, now you've got a 27-3 run at the end of the half, and we're pretty much done. Games,
Yep.
going into the second half, they're going in on
Yep.
a good run with great, great, great momentum, and we're going in with our tails between our legs saying, "Oh shit, it happened again." I mean, ha how are you not prepared for a 1-3-1 press? Or
You know,
how are you not?
again, like this is kind of what, and this might be my overall conclusion of this Kentucky team, of the downfalls and just overall, review of what our woes were. We just don't have the pieces. We don't have enough playmakers and creators, ball handlers to get the job done under the system that Pope has right now. And listen, I don't think it's much of a system. With all that being said, like, the system it's flawed for sure. And it looked decently well last year with the pieces that we had. And there were a couple times like where we would feed it into the big, like on the elbow, like when Mo would get it right there and they would just leave him wide the hell open. Well, who was that last year? That was Andrew Carr, right? And
True.
Carr could either knock that down or take a quick dribble and score at a high clip, or he could hand off, pop back, and knock down a three. So,
Yeah, but,
ultimately,
tonight
again,
Mo had a good game tonight. Mo was banging.
he
Mo
played his tail off.
he was banging. He's the one that got us back to within 7 at the end of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, he was rebounding, missed a free throw, got his own rebound, and then got 2 more free throws. He was busting his balls. We just, besides him and Owe, we didn't get much out of anybody. I mean, we really
No,
didn't.
we didn't.
I
And
mean,
coach, it's because we were scrambling after that sequence of just getting whipped 27-3. It's because we were scrambling from then on out. And then we just started playing desperation towards the last 3 to 4 minutes, lucked in a couple shots. They made a couple stupid mistakes, missed some shots, and we
we
were
were
able to
taking
close the gap enough. But
so Austin was with 47 seconds left, we were down 8, and we threw up 2 crazy looking threes instead of setting a set and running a play to have 2 shooters come off screens to get an open look. We threw the ball at the rim twice. Colin once and then Noah once. And I mean, just threw it at the rim. And we
you
can't.
know, yeah,
You've got to be
I
better
agree.
than that. This is Kentucky, and we're not better than that anymore. We're not the upper echelon program right now. We're not. We're missing out on 5 stars. We missed out on another one choosing BYU. Are you kidding me? Mark Pope leaves and every kid in America is going to BYU. I mean, come on, Kentucky. This is not what we expect or want from our coach. It's not okay. It's not okay, guys. Our players aren't prepared. He's not putting players in the position to be successful. So all you idiots out there that say, "Oh, I love Mark Pope," how can you be mad at Mark Pope? Understand the game, really understand the game, and watch what he's doing and putting these players in bad situations and positions. He's not putting them in the best position to succeed, and it's costing this team games. Guys,
It
I don't
is.
care how much you like Mark Pope as a human being. You have to look at him as a coach. You have to.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, his job is to win games. His job is to have a staff that can scout the team that we are getting ready to play, put that into
Yeah.
practice, run the simulations, have confidence that we do have a game plan to execute and overcome the obstacles that are getting ready to be thrown at us at a
And we're
very
not.
fast pace.
And we're
At a
not.
very fast, and listen, I think at the end of the day, it will come down to who are we just matched up with in the SEC tournament and the NCAA tournament. If we play a team that plays a similar style, like Texas A&M or like
Oakland or St.
Alabama
Pete's.
did, like the style Alabama played against us earlier in conference play, like
These
the
the teams that
fast plays.
the teams that speed us up, we have trouble with. And
Agreed,
because
spot
once
on.
they speed us up on the court, you can see our players' brains start speeding up. And then that's when the
Yeah.
turnovers and everything else happens. And
Yeah.
tonight they did a good job of getting our guys sped up, and then they could never recoup and get back into the game after that. And it's just sad. Like I for 5 years now, Kentucky's again not irrelevant unless we go on one heck of a run in the tournament. And that's killing me. It's killing me. Not 5
Yeah.
years. I mean, yeah, we got to the Sweet 16 last year, but did we really think we had a chance? I mean, we hoped we did, but
We
5
hoped we
years
did.
without being
Um,
a top 5 program in the country. I mean, it's just sad right now where we
I think I think even more so now than ever, it just has so much to do with the pieces that fit into his style of play. Like, and it's so different from what Cal's philosophy was, well, I'm just gonna go get the absolute best players I can and just see what happens. Right. And it worked. It worked for the first 8 years at a insane level. Like we're talking like insane level. But then the college landscape changed dramatically. The style of play changed dramatically. Recruiting changed dramatically. And then what happened? Well, no, sorry, Kyle started to inch his way backwards a little bit towards, okay, well, you got to recruit towards the style of play that's winning right now in today's college basketball world. Man, it just wasn't happening. So we had to make a change, right? And that's, again, we've said this a million times. That's what we thought we were getting was, and you said this, an offensive genius who can
that's
get
how what we were
anybody open,
sold.
who screens and rescreens and sets a record for the amount of screens per game. Like, all I see is handoffs.
Yeah, a lot of back doors and handoffs, and after the
Back
handoff,
doors and that are reliant on the big to make to thread the needle.
not only to thread the needle, but to make the right decisions. And then, typically, I'm not saying this isn't the case, but I mean, typically you want your better players, the one making decisions. Not that Malachi isn't, but BG is not a guy up there that should be handling the ball. He's not. I don't know what to say right now because I'm so flustered with what this
I
team
know.
is.
He says, "Is it fair to say that Mark Pope isn't doing what the UK fans want?" Stacy, yeah. Well, I mean, 100%. Absolutely. It's fair for us to say that he isn't doing what we want. What do we want? We want wins, number one. First and foremost, we want to win. And it's not just win random games on the road or at home that look pretty, but we want big time wins throughout the season that also correlate to postseason success.
Here's
And
what the
on
here,
top of
Austin.
that, we want to be able to bring recruits in at a clip that no other program in the country can live up to, like we always have, and it's all just going in the wrong direction simultaneously. And we have seen a couple blips of, gosh, that team looked good. Gosh, we shot well. Man, that was a good game against Vanderbilt. We look like we know what we're doing until we don't. Until we play a team that out schemes us, that plays fast enough, that just gets our guys in their heads and going a million miles a minute and throws them out of their shell, and then we're all just scrambling again.
So here's Stacy. First, thank you for the question. You know what Kentucky fans want and why Mark Pope isn't living it up to it? Because we're not Kentucky anymore. People don't fear us. We're not Kentucky anymore. We used to be the ones that were feared. We're the ones that went into Texas A&M and a team like that, and we just punished them because we knew we were getting ready for March and in the tournament. And now we're walking into games going, man, I'm nervous about this one. What about this one? What if this? And it's legit. I mean, Kentucky fans want to be Kentucky fans again. We want to have a reason
Yeah.
to be proud. And right now, we don't have a reason to be proud of our program. I mean, was Pope crying because Mitch retired? I mean, I don't know. Do you have a bad day when Mitch retired? I don't know. I mean, maybe he told the boys to go home that he needed to go, cry a little bit because Mitch retired. I mean, I don't know what the hell happened, but that's not acceptable. I mean, that's just not. And if we let it be acceptable, then we're going to be mediocre in UCLA and IU all over again. And that's not okay, guys. Okay, I'm done ranting. Everybody that loves Mark Pope can start telling me how bad I am.
Bring it on. Bring it on. Hey, Coach, did I not touch in the preview show that Texas A&M is going to throw up some crap, but they got three core shooters,
Yeah.
Dominguez, Isaacs, and Griffin.
Yep.
Those are their only three shooters. And by God, buddy, we left them. Now,
We
there was a
made
couple
Griffin look
threes they
like a
hit that were just out of the world.
Yep.
Better
I mean,
offense, right? But there
Griffin
was just so many
Griffin
times
shot the ball
they were
well.
just wide the hell open.
Yeah, Griffin shot the ball right. He hit a couple threes that were really deep. But again, if he hits one deep three, the next three you're out with a hand in it. Jimmy Dykes kept saying if they're catching the ball and hitting a three without that's on the because all you got to do, say you hit a three with a dribble or a crossover, then it's on the player because they got the separation. But if they're hitting a three right in your face and they haven't used a dribble, then by God, that's on you. You're being lazy and not getting up on a shooter. That's not rocket science, guys.
Either that or it's evident that once again we did not practice those simulations. Oh, excuse me. Do you know how I know that we didn't practice those simulations? There was a high pick and roll on the right wing. It wasn't AG, it was their other big. But he said a high right side ball screen, tight roll to the basket. Mo Diabate was on the far wing, which would have been his job to cover that role until the hedge man gets back.
Right.
Well, first off, BG hedged. It was a half-assed hedge at that, which is
Yeah.
why the pass to the roll man was easy as all get out. And then Mo ditches his cover before BG recovers, thinking that he needs to get out to his guy. Well, they throw it to the roller. Foul. 2 points.
Yeah. It's about scouting. It's about coaching. It's about putting your players in a position to be successful. And right now he's not doing it. I mean, listen, everybody got high on the Vanderbilt win. I did, you did. We all got high off that win. Folks, we are what we are. We're a mediocre basketball team. And I just don't get why we're so easy. Some of the people are so easy on him. Again, I'm going to ask you guys if you're listening because we're YouTube live. If Mark Pope did not play and win a championship at the University of Kentucky, would he be our coach? Would he be our coach? You answer that. If
You know
he
my
did not
answer.
play,
Stacy, help me understand. Okay, are you guys looking at your comments? If so, great. If not, it will boost your views to do more podcasts. Help me understand that, Stacy. Am I reading it wrong, or help me
is
understand
she saying we're
your
not
comment.
reading our views? Are we not? Are we getting
Reading our comments?
Are
I
we getting
read
comments?
as many comments as I can.
Yes.
I don't know if
Yeah,
she's
so do I.
talking about comments on our social media posts or comments within the chat, which we've only gotten a few within this one, Stacy.
Well,
So
and
help me understand your comment.
I mean, yeah, I love Stacy, so I don't know what she's really talking about, but I kind of have but we got to get to the point. So here comes Saturday that we've got to put it, and now there's nothing you can do but put this game behind you and say, we've got to go into Saturday and get the W no matter what. It's senior night or senior day, senior night. We're going into play the top dog in the conference right now. We need a win, and then we need to have two good wins in the SEC tournament. I mean, this team right now has no identity. What is their identity?
You know,
Are we a 3-guard offense?
I'm
Are we a big offense? What
I'm
are
gonna
we?
answer that by I'm gonna answer that question, coach, by just restating the question, right? This is the all-time I don't know how to answer it, so I'm gonna restate the question and make it look like I tried, middle school type answer. The team doesn't have an identity.
It
It
doesn't.
truly it truly they really don't. And again, it's not their fault. It's not their fault
No.
that they don't have the identity. I do see that they are trying their absolute hardest to make it
Yeah, I'm
work.
I'm
And
not saying that this is on the
listen, real
players in
quick,
effort.
there were times this year, you guys, where we didn't see that and the effort wasn't there and the frustrations within the players and the bickering and the negative body language was a part of this team, which let me be clear. I don't believe that that is an issue right now. This
I
is
don't
an
either.
issue
No.
of A, we don't truly have the pieces nor the depth to beat good teams that
Right.
strategize in a manner that is maybe a little bit
Different.
unorthodox to the
Yes.
common basketball game. But
Yeah.
at the same time, we don't have the depth to sub in and out and replace those guys that just need a few minutes maybe
Here's what
to get a
Austin, let
little
me
breather
stop you,
in.
Austin. It's not that we don't have the depth, we don't have good depth. We've got guys that could go in and fill in. We don't have
That's what I
good
mean.
depth. Yeah,
That's what I mean. Yeah.
we have no good depth. I mean, Noah gave us a little bit and Mo gave us some tonight, but as far as I mean, you just can't go into a game saying, okay, if our starters are struggling, we know the guys coming in can pick them up. We don't see that a lot with this team. It's either Chandler, Owe, Denzel, Malachi here and there, or Mo. But other than that, what are we? I mean,
Well,
what are we?
okay. So what did I say? I said we needed 50 to 60 points from Denzel, Chandler, Aberdeen to solidify a win against, especially a team that pressures so much. Like you said, specifically, Colin Chandler was not put in any situation to get some healthy looks off tonight. I mean,
No, he wasn't.
he just wasn't. After having a career game, coach, a career
Yep.
game,
Here's
filling it
here,
up.
Austin. Here's what I want to do. I want to hear from people out there because we can sit here and talk all night and give you our opinions, but at the end of the day, it's what our people think that listen to us. And if you guys think we're wrong, let me know. I mean, I can just tell you this as a former coach. It didn't take me long to go scout a team to see what their tendencies were. And in AAU was a lot of like Bucky Ball. And I can tell you this, if a team ran a 1-3-1 or whatever press they ran, they were going to get their ass smacked because we were always prepared for it. Always.
Yeah.
Every single time we walked out on the floor, there's not much that surprised us because we had those guys ready. And I'm watching these games and I'm going, okay, yeah, we got a 3-headed monster now. That 3-headed monster tonight was one-headed and it was Ortega. You know, man,
Dougie says, "Question: Who are coaches on the bigs? Are you asking who coaches our bigs?
yes, that's what he's asking.
Maybe I don't know. I honestly I couldn't tell you. Couldn't
No,
tell you who coaches the
Mark works a
bigs.
lot with the bigs, and so did Jason Hart is more of the guards, but I know Mark works a lot with the bigs, and it's listen at this point. I mean, our bigs. I mean, Malachi's improvement. You can't doubt who's working with our bigs. If you want to doubt who's working with our bigs, then it's you got to look at Brandon Garrison, and Brandon Garrison's just a head case. You know what I mean? I mean that brother's just like
I
three
love,
sheets.
he looks Brandon BG looks like such a good kid, and I think
I
he
know.
just
I love him
I
like
think
I
I
do.
think he just I think he has like an inner fight with himself
I do
every
too.
day. Maybe
I think his
sometimes what he wants
go ahead.
he said, I think sometimes he's just unsure of what kind of BG he wants to be on that given day. And
Yeah.
maybe it has to do with a little bit of, okay, man, well, Malachi came in and kind of took my spot. And
Well, it's
That kind of stuff happens, but you got to be a competitor and you got to go out there and compete. You got to go out there and fight. You have to do your part the best way that you can do it to your power.
Austin,
Control over
honestly,
what you can control, right?
right. With BG, I honestly think that when he starts thinking about stuff, I don't think he goes, "Oh, Malachi is starting over me," and kind of like cries a river. I think he's like, "Okay, Malachi beat me out. I'll just come off of the bench and do what I do." I I think he's one of those guys that don't have a care in the world,
It's
and
what it looks like.
yeah, I mean, I don't
It's what
know.
it looks like. And fans out there, is that the kind of player? Again, I love BG. I want the best for him. I want nothing but success for the kid. But is that the kind of player that we want to recruit to Kentucky? Is that the kind of, because, I was talking to the guy who works for me in my office this afternoon, and, we thought, and the whole JQ situation came up, and we thought we were getting like a Julius Randle, down low bruiser, gets every rebound, scores garbage points, and is just a hard nosed athlete who just gets the job. We thought we were getting that kind of player, right? And you know. Obviously, it
Listen,
didn't happen,
here's the
which
thing.
remains to be seen if we ever see
Well,
him again. Go ahead, Coach.
Austin, I mean, BG coming out of high school was a McDonald's All-American. I mean, that brother was born. God gave him the ability to be athletic, long, and 6'10". I mean,
But
and
in
he
today's
doesn't.
game, Coach,
He's not
in
taking
today's
advantage of
game,
what he has.
the game has changed so much. It
But a
has.
six,
The game has changed so much,
but a six
especially
ten athletic guy that can,
yeah.
if he'd get in the
Yes.
gym and shoot 1,000 shots a day, that's the type of guy you want. You want
Man,
a 6'10" athletic guy that can shoot. I mean, you just
some
do.
guys, man, you just can't teach them to shoot at a 40 to
No,
42%. Yeah.
but you can teach them to shoot to where they're going to hit, one or two a game. I mean, come on. I mean, the kid's got all the athletic ability in the world. I mean, he just got a
He
two
has the
cent
athletic
head,
ability.
all
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
Right now, this team's just in flux, and I don't see them getting out of the flux. I don't see light at the end of the tunnel, if that makes sense. I'm kind of over this A&M game, and I've said my stuff on Pope, and it's time for us to get better. And if Mark Pope's
Thank you,
not the
Stacy.
answer I mean, there is no way Mark Pope's the answer for this program. But because
I
listen, Austin, let me say this, because I'm not seeing success in anything. I'm not seeing success in recruiting. I'm not seeing success on the floor. I'm not seeing success in a lot of areas that to be a great program, you have to be successful. We're not getting the recruits. Jasper Johnson, honestly, could redshirt and be okay to get stronger and bigger. And I think out there, I think Jasper's going to be a baller. Jasper just needs to get bigger and stronger. And that's not his fault. Right now, this team, no identity, no personality. Like last year's team had that personality that this year's team's just kind of like, I
Stacy
mean,
asked, how do you rectify it? It's somewhat embarrassing. It is embarrassing.
very embarrassing. I think
It's
that's why we're so
beyond
upset.
it's beyond embarrassing. And you know what will ultimately be the embarrassment of this year is we get beat out the first round of the SEC and we get beat out the first round of the tournament.
I
And
don't even want to think about that. So
we're back to square one from where we were at when we
we're
let
not
go of
back to
Coach
square
Cal.
one. We'll think about this. Square one's going to change a lot when a new AD comes in there. I'm telling you.
Listen, I meant more so like where our mindset whenever we
Yep.
let go of Cal, right?
Yeah.
We weren't winning in
Did
the
this?
SEC tournament. We weren't winning any NCAA tournament games. So
We're
ultimately, how do
gonna.
you rectify it, Stacy? You find a new coach. And listen, let me be clear.
Wow. I didn't say that,
What?
but okay. You just
I'm
said
saying that.
the only way to rectify the situation is to find a new coach. What
Ain't
about
it?
get better
Listen,
players? I
I
don't know.
have listen, I've said it. I don't think Pope is the guy. Do I want
I don't
him to
either, but
succeed? Yes. Yeah, but coach, ultimately, like, there has to be a common denominator, right? Like,
I agree.
at the end of the day, like, show me a light, a shred of success. Make a run, and then I will give you the benefit of the doubt. But
Yeah.
if we lose the SEC tournament first round, if we don't win a game in the NCAA tournament, and we turn around and don't bring in anybody to replace Ortega's points, anybody to replace, I don't know if J Lo will stay. I mean, let's see what happens, but they will not fire Mark Pope this year, without a doubt. That's not even going to be on the table. But, and this is a big but, if all that stuff happens next year and this same conversation is happening, then I do believe he will be on the hot seat.
Here's what I'm gonna say, Austin. If we don't get some stud recruits, if we don't see a change in the mentality of our players, we're never the most physical team. We'll have games here or there, and we'll have games here or there where we're real physical, but we're never physical. We're not physical every single game. I'd take that in a minute. You get me Billy Donovan, you can keep Nate Oates, but I'll take Billy Donovan tomorrow in a
I've
heartbeat.
I've changed my mind on Nate Oates. I don't want Nate Oates. I
I don't
would
want Nate
take
Oates,
Billy Donovan. Listen, I
and
might do some unforgivable things to get Billy
I'm
Donovan
not
in here.
going.
Like,
Listen, I used to say Bruce Pearl. No, Pearl, I was in your corner till you said that stupid shit about Miami of Ohio.
what do you
Sorry.
say? Well, oh, yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Okay, let's let Auburn get in there and have it a Miami of Ohio Auburn game. First round in the 11 versus 11. And I would love to see Miami of Ohio just knock the shit out of Auburn. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. But no, I'm a Billy
I would,
Donovan
hey,
guy. Hey, there's a hell of a coach at Iowa State. There's a
if
hell
you
of a
could,
and that guy at Iowa State does a hell of a job. I mean, he
I would
brings in
take
some
Todd Golden.
studs.
I'd take Todd Golden, man. I know you don't like him, but
No, I
I
do
like
like
him.
him as a coach, but here's my thing. He ain't gonna leave Florida. They're gonna pay him. They're gonna pay him, and he's in the sunny weather. He's young. He ain't coming to
As they
Lexington.
should. As
I
they
mean,
should. He's going to continue to slide in those DMs of those college girls down there in Gainesville. And
yeah.
Florida's going to sweep it under the rug. Like,
Well, yeah.
hey,
I mean,
as long as you're bringing home W's, we don't care.
you bring home a natty, you can DM whoever you want to.
You are in charge, my friend.
So here's my thing, Austin. We got to get to Saturday. Just saying, glad you read the comments. Love you guys. Love you more. Here's the thing. Saturday now has become one of our most important games of the year because of tonight, especially with seeding. I mean, because
You know
Georgia beat
what?
Bama tonight. Georgia beat Bama tonight by 10. So, I mean, that middle pack of teams could just, right now it's bumbled up, and it could just, you have no idea what's going to happen until Saturday.
Literally anything could happen. I just want to steer clear of Florida, Texas A&M. Let's see. Like, who would I want to play in the early rounds of the SEC? I'd play Oklahoma all day.
It's going to
I
be
don't want to play.
Oklahoma, man, Tennessee. It could, I'm serious, man.
That's the problem is, Coach. We don't have super confident. We don't have confidence in playing anybody because we
No,
just don't know what kind of scout and game plan and players mindset that
Austin,
we're gonna get on each given night. It's just
South
so
Carolina
random.
almost beat us. South Carolina played with us. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. The SEC term is going to be whack. It's not. I told you if we lost this game tonight, I'd lose, especially after seeing what I saw in the way the coach didn't have them prepared and in the position to succeed. I've said it since day one. Pope wasn't ready. Pope's not ready for this position. It's too big for him.
Yeah.
So why
The
not
the
try
whole
Hawthorne?
Hawthorne thing, I think they've committed to redshirting him. That's
And
been set in stone. It hasn't even been on the table. You know, I don't even think there's any
the
guarantee that
7-footer.
Hawthorne will. Coach, let me ask you this. If you have a red shirt,
Yeah,
are they still able to transfer free will at the end of the season?
absolutely.
It wouldn't shock me if he said, "Deuces,
Yeah, thanks for putting 20
deuces, y'all.
pounds on
Hey,
me. I'm out.
thanks
Yeah.
for the red shirt and the free season and the
Yeah,
and the Kentucky gear." But
you got a great chef. I mean, because that brother, he's putting on weight. So he's definitely doing something right. Well, with Hawthorne, him and the guy the center that transferred from Miami of Ohio, we've known since day one. Those were redshirt guys. So, but like I said, I'm pretty upset with where Pope's got this program, and I think everybody out there should be. And if you're not, then you're just somebody that says, "I love Pope. He's cute. He's whatever. He played at
you know,
Kentucky." He's not a good coach or ready for the University of Kentucky. No tournament wins before he got here. Come on, guys. What are we doing?
listen, I agree, Coach. I agree. You know what
What are we
comment I
doing?
saw this evening as I was driving home, and I'm still like, and I've been putting up a bunch of posts, and you guys see, I'm trying to keep our social media active and just stir up stir up the pot. And I saw someone comment on, I think it was a statement that you had made when you asked the question if Pope wasn't a national champion at UK, would he be
Yeah.
the head
Would
coach?
he be the coach?
This guy made the comment and said, "Well, we beat Tennessee a couple times in Arkansas, and that's good for me."
Well,
What?
then you're an idiot. You're an idiot.
Bro, you're drunk. You're on
Yeah.
something because
Crawl back
that
crawl back into your still.
that makes no sense.
Yeah, crawl back into your still and come back
God
out when we
bless
play Tennessee
America.
again. But yeah, so I mean, I'm done with tonight. This frustrating. We can only beat this bear so long. It's
Yeah,
just
I know. I know.
we're in this situation and we're sitting here going, this, we've never been in this. This is not Kentucky basketball. And we're sitting here babbling like, what can we do?
Well,
The only thing you
the
can do
last time,
is make changes from the top down. And
right?
the top's gone because he retired. And the next change has got to be Pope.
The
Exactly.
last time, yep. Shout out
Uh,
Dougie Hudson. The last time we were in this situation, Coach, well, was Gillespie, and he was booted at the end of his second year.
has Pope done
And
anything any different?
their records aren't that far off. They're really not. So, the
I'm just
expectation back then was set, and the overall,
so does Coach Pope get a pass because he played at Kentucky?
yes, I'm
Thank
telling
you.
you, there
Thank
will
you.
be no talks of him being potentially fired at the end of this year, no matter what
No.
happens, in my opinion, unless something crazy. But no, I don't think there's going to be anybody saying like, oh, like Pope might be gone. I truly don't.
No.
It would
Guys,
shock
it's
me.
just we have to be BBN and be strong in what BBN and Kentucky is actually about. Because right now we're not being privy to what the University of Kentucky basketball is about. And you know what
Privity.
scares me? Privy. And the young kids in today's, like, that are growing up, let's say you were 6 and you were a huge Kentucky. Now you're 12 and you're going, my God, I've seen them win 2 games. I haven't seen an SEC
Yeah.
championship.
You know what's crazy?
It's just not
Younger
Kentucky.
kids now, they don't even know who John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins are.
Here's a shout out to somebody that thinks he's this huge Kentucky fan. He's 16-year-old kid, goes to Ryle High School. His name is Lando. I sent a text to Lando and said, hey, man, we just had Aaron Harrison on the podcast. You know what his text was? I have
He
no
did not
idea
say
who
he
Aaron
was Aaron
Harrison is.
Harrison.
And when he said that, I said, you're not a Kentucky fan. Don't talk to me anymore. If you don't know who Aaron Harrison is, you have no right to complain about anything. He's a legend. He's one of
Come
it. Come
it
on,
doesn't
man.
feel like it was that long ago, but that
It
was
was.
12 years ago.
I know. He was 4, but he should still. If you're a Kentucky basketball fan, you know our history. If you don't know the history of Aaron Harrison, Lando, I'm saying this to you and your dad, Darren, I love you. Lando, don't ever talk to me about Kentucky basketball again. So just saying.
Check out YouTube, bro. It's it's a wonderful thing that has access to all kinds of highlights and past wonderful
Google.
past UK times and
I mean,
outstanding players that we used to have that could make plays and hit threes and win on a high level and make a postseason run and make the magic happen in Lexington and make the magic happen in March. That it pains me to say that I haven't seen it in what now? We're 11 years removed from the Final Four, and
right.
we're inching our way further and further away from the blue blood expectation, the blue blood dominance level that we have
Well,
always been at
and
until the
Austin, I'm going to
last
say
few
this:
years.
a lot of it has to be on the Kentucky fan base right now as well for being okay with this. You know what I mean? For
Yeah,
being okay with this. If you're okay
and
with
and
this, then you're part of the problem of the Kentucky basketball program. Come
and
on.
let me be clear, like, I don't think it's the majority of us, but there are definitely more fans now that are okay with it than compared
Yes,
to
that's what I'm
10,
saying.
12, 15 years ago. For whatever
I mean,
reason, it's all just like, well, gosh, we're just expecting so much. What do you mean we're expecting so much? Like, that
do you
is
want
the
to know
expectation,
the comment
regardless.
I hate to hear is when somebody gets on here and says, "Well, nobody wanted the Kentucky job, so we just went after Pope." Bullshit. We didn't give it time enough. And
Like,
people
like anybody
wait,
knew that to begin with.
let me John Calipari, everybody, put the University of Kentucky in one hell of a situation by taking the Arkansas job when he did. He took every player with him. Pope walked in with no players. And Cal put us in a hell of a position, bad position. And I thought, you know what? Pope's going to come in here. He's going to take over. He's going to, no, you know what? He's not. He's just not, guys. He's not going to do it. And I'm tired of yelling about it. And
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
ranting
I
for
mean,
an hour. And I feel like
we will.
I'm in the same
You
place as
guys,
I was. Twilight
yeah. I
Zone.
mean,
Fuck.
guys, let's
Sorry.
just. I'll turn on the TV. We'll watch the game. I don't know what's going to happen. We could win by 20. We could lose by 20. We could make it to the Final Four of the SEC. We could make it to the Sweet 16, or we could lose every game. We could lose first round in both and just look stupid. And none of
Here's
those
what I'm going to say.
situations would surprise me because the inconsistency, I think, is what does define this team.
Well, and you have to be consistent when tournament play starts. And you know that. And
Sure.
this team can look great on Monday and look like they are a YMCA team on Thursday. I mean, there's just some things they do that just I don't see them walking into every game prepared and with that look on their face that I'm going to punch you in the mouth and I want to see how you react to it. I see this team that walks out there and they dribble and they shoot around and JQ loosens his hips and
Yeah,
and
and
then we go out and get our ass beat. It's not okay, man. It's not okay. And
and with all
I'm
that being
done
said,
ranting.
there's yeah, and there has been too many moving parts of injuries and player A is being paid this amount and he may not be healthy or he is healthy and he could play and there's just so many guessing games and what sickens me is the consistent level of vagueness from Kentucky, from Mark Pope, from the training staff, from the players and or the players' parents, who knows, but the consistent level of vagueness within that entire realm of like what the hell is going on because we truly just want to know. And if it
Well,
if
we
it is
don't.
the situation, if it's the situation that hey, I do not truly feel comfortable playing yet and I feel like I could get injured further or I'm just
Yeah,
not healthy enough yet, then
right.
just say it. just say it, right? Just tell us, because we truly just want to know. And if you just say that, I will give you grace and I'll shut up about it. But if we continue to say that my knee is swollen, but who the hell knows? But I jumped up and cocked it behind my neck and slammed it in warm-ups 148 days ago like I was damn freaking Michael Jordan or freaking Shaq, but my knee's a little swollen, so who the hell knows? I'm sick of the vagueness. Just be transparent.
Unfiltered. BBN Unfiltered. You want to see what happens when Austin Flannery gets pissed? That's what happens. He just ranted for like 30, 40 seconds about nothing. I mean, I'm just saying, it was good.
Nothing?
But
Coach, that was a lot of something.
I know, but you went from SEC tournament to JQ dunking the ball. I'm just saying.
I know.
Like, okay,
hey,
we're both ranting, we're both pissed.
We'll catch that rant in tomorrow's social media post. Guys, This was the Kentucky Texas A&M postgame show, and this is a fully natural state of mind of me and Coach Kyle in full frustration mode that you can just tell we can't organize our thoughts because we're just not used to losing, and I know you guys aren't either. So the frustration is there. Make sure you voice your frustration. We want to hear from you, not just on our show, but on social media, but on
Facebook,
Mark Pope's
Twitter,
postgame show, on everything, not just ours, but the entire basketball realm, and make it known that this is not okay.
Absolutely. BBN Unfiltered, we love you.
We love you guys. We are still Cats fans, number one, without a doubt. But we do have the right to express frustration. We have the right to say, this isn't okay. We have the right to say, it needs to be fixed now. We love you. Go Cats. We'll see what happens. Win, lose, who knows?
Peace out.
It remains to be seen. We'll see you later.
Yeah.